The selected articles that you're seeing on your screen are directly taken from the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which was adopted on December 10, 1948. For more than 70 years, the international community has agreed that these are rights fundamental and inalienable to all people on Earth. Yet in 2020, we still see them routinely, really continually violated in all corners of the world, including in the US. For students to understand what's at stake in social movements ranging from Black Lives Matter to the climate strike, for students to be able to respond cogently to these issues with evidence-based reasoning, they need to grasp how human rights evolved over time and why they matter today. That's what this chapter aims to do. In addition to examining these core rights outlined in the UDHR in relation to the essential question, what are human rights? This chapter takes up offshoot documents, including the Convention on the Rights of the Child. You'll also find countless examples of how young people are acting on human rights issues at multiple levels, local, national, and global, and are given an overview of key human rights hotspots. One important feature of this chapter and all chapters in the book is the profile and global citizenship that comes at the end of each chapter. In this chapter, epidemiologist Zuni Jelani is profiled, putting a spotlight on health issues and access to vaccines as a central human rights issue. Students have the opportunity to grapple with this key current event, the pandemic, and to think about how they want to shape their present and future choices to be a part of responding to this and future health crises. Lastly, let's peek at an activity that you can use with your students. As mentioned in the intro, this book hinges on the Sustainable Development Goals. Introduce these goals to your students by having them relate the SDGs to your local community. Access local media, whether newspapers, radio, TV, websites, to learn more about what SDGs are most pressing in your community at this time. Map out the who, the what, the when, the where, and the why of these local stories. Consider who's involved, what the history is behind the story, where the story is happening, why it's considered a challenge, and how people are addressing it. As an extension, reach out to organizational leadership and invite them to do a virtual guest visit and expand on how kids can get involved at the local level with this issue. Thanks so much. Use the comment section to post what you and your classroom community identified as most salient in terms of the SDGs, and we look forward to bringing you the next video. Thanks.